Now this will be the only event moving in Brooklyn on Saturday, September 24th. Get ready for Kings of Kings 2. Kings of Kings 2. Vincy meets Greens. Going down inside 178 Newport Street, Brooklyn, New York. This will be one wicked fest featuring live from St. Vincent. Magical. Magical. The Road Match King. Kemi and Malo, and representing Greens, Dash, Was Waves, Lunis Park and Electrify, Mr. Legs, Inspector, Push, Quickie and more. Some of Brooklyn's top DJs are coming to shell the place. Hosted by Big Pumps HD, and it's the official Miami Carnival send-off. Get your $40 tickets now on eventbrite.com, www.kingsofkings2.eventbrite.com, or contact 646-363-1020, 347-651-3745. Going down inside 178 Newport Street, Brooklyn, New York. Doors open 9 p.m. Showtime midnight. Saturday, September 24th. Kings of Kings 2.
Jesus Christ, mother walk. Look at people behavior.
Yeah. Welcome to the ride. Ride along live. AC off. There we go. Yeah. Okay, AC taking this nice time. I'm gonna wait on it. There we go. Yeah, okay, guys, welcome to Ride Along Live. For today, it's Tuesday on the ride. As you guys come and go ahead and share up the thing, we have an interesting program lined up for you guys. I swear. It's an interesting program. It's a follow-up to a program that we had already, right? We had this guest on the program before, but he's back because there's always developments. It seems like there's always developments. There are always updates. And, you know, we always keep you guys updated as to what's happening, right? All right, so I'm late, and I'm sorry. I apologize. Already you guys tagged me. I got threats, all kind of thing. Where the live? Why you holding back the thing? Why you holding back the thing for? But all you know, I'm not always late. You guys know I'm not always late. So if I'm late once or twice at least, you know what I mean? At least. I don't pick up some of the viewers. Lacey J, welcome back. Ace, how are you doing? Big up to the folks in St. Lucia, by the way. Big up to the folks in St. Lucia. Big up my St. Lucian family. Grizzy, how you doing? Sabrina, how you doing? Claire, how you doing? Spice Baffy, how you doing? Asa, how you doing? Nelsia, how you doing? Who I forgot? Who I forgot? Kims, how you doing? And who else? Who I forgot? Hillary, how you doing? All right, guys, I'm giving all the time to share up the thing, you know. I give it all the time to share up the thing. 758, how you doing? I give it all you a chance to share up the thing. Now, guys, yeah, we actually had to connect with the guest. The guest had a sort of a late trip, so he had to take care of a little business before he come on. I didn't want to start the show before he's on the program, before I have him in the backstage. So sometimes what happened is, if I start the program and the guests come in a little bit later, and then he might be having internet connection problems, and then it just throw off the thing. So I better be late and fix those issues before I just come on and then we have problems, right? So that's why sometimes I have to be late, all right? Because all they don't want me coming inside here and fidgeting and trying to find out what's going on. All they don't want that. I mean, if all they want to tell me, I could do that. But I'm looking out for you guys. Okay, so everybody share. Somebody said Natuki's a Netflix series. Oh Lord. All right, so let me give you guys an update on my next guest. So my next guest, as I said, he'd been on the program before, and the last time he was on, we was talking about his relationship structure. Now, let me be very, very clear, right? I personally have no problem with how he decided to live his life, as long as he's happy, as long as his wives are happy, his girlfriends are happy. I don't knock in that, right? Because how my relationship is, I don't tell nobody to put a relationship how I am. So this is not a referendum on how his lifestyle is. But what happened over the past couple of days is something that we're going to speak about, because my homeboy got arrested. And I got a chance to read the police report, and we're going down to the police report. And I was shocked, I tell you, by some of the things that I saw. So to bring everything into perspective, I have him on the show. But let's talk a little bit about, let me go back a little bit, guys, and show you guys a segment of a previous interview we had with Natuki Anthony. Check this out, guys. So start with us, Anthony. Where did you meet these two beautiful ladies that you now call your girlfriends? Tell us the story.
It's 3 years now. It's 3 years ago. I was seeing them both. And I kind of like, people have a theory saying like a man cannot be in love with two women. Well, like I am against that. Because that happened to me. I fell in love with both of them, and then it was hard for me to be lying to them both, sneaking out at nights, and because I used to realize like it was breaking their heart. So it took me to man up one day, and then I just took the risk and planned it without them knowing, and invited them to a hotel, and then I told them to sit down. I had them to sit down. They were all surprised when they saw each other there, because they had a little idea of each other because of the little up and down. And then I put them to sit down, and I had a mutual agreement with them, and told them how I feel. I told them everything that I was hiding in the past, what I was in the dark, and then I told them how I felt about both of them, and I told them every little single thing I was hiding, doing along, and then I came clean, and I told them how I felt about both of them. I was deeply in love with both of them,
Right.
So I gave them the options.
So far, that sounds good. I think every man wants to have that understanding, right? Like, I mean,
yeah.
Okay, I could understand. I had times in my life where I was in love with many different people at the same time. But here's the problem, Anthony. The women never agreed.
Yes, I know that.
To that. Leanne and Luann, when he came to you guys and he said, okay, well, I'm in love with her and I'm in love with her, how did you guys feel about that? Leanne, let's go with you first. Leanne. Anthony came to you, and Anthony said, Leanne, listen, I'm in love with you, but I am also in love with Luann, and I want you guys to be my two girlfriends. That's not
No,
actually,
I didn't give them that option at first.
Yeah.
That was not on the table. Like, it took a little moment to come to that conclusion because I never put that on the table. It was the last option that we realized that okay, that was the only thing we could do because everybody, she loved me, she's in love with me, she don't want to leave me, she don't want to lose me, neither does she. No, I don't want to lose neither of them. So it was like a spark of the moment of us in an emotional breakdown.
All right. So that was Anthony explaining his relationship structure. Let's bring on Anthony live on the program right now. Natuki, how you doing, my brother? Are you hearing me?
Yeah, man, you're loud and clear.
All right, nice. Okay, so we're good. Brace yourself, guys. This is going to be good. This is gonna be a good conversation. So how you doing, my brother? Let me tell you, I was just in St. Lucia 3 months ago.
Some weeks.
We didn't
ago. Yes, I remember that because due to your circumstances with you on your flight.
Yes, the flight contradiction and the airport where I landed. But you know, I like to meet my guests, you know, lime a little bit, have a little drink and talk a little bit. So how you been, Anthony?
Everything all right, you know, so far. Just a little glitch, you know, that passed recently, but I've been covering, you know.
Okay. All right, guys. So as we said, Anthony, he is in a polygamous relationship, meaning that he has multiple girlfriends. Well, now we have 2 girlfriends, and there was 3, and now it's down to 2. I can't keep up, boy. I can't keep up. No, that was 2, and that's his relationship structure. Anthony, how is the relationship structure? How is it working out for you? How is life?
Right now, it's back to where we left off from when it was just the 3 of us. You know, we realize our little mistake. You know, and like I said, sometimes every time something bad happens in my life, it's a chance for me to do better. So it was just an opportunity for me to learn more and learn about individuals. So it is back to where we left off with us. We never have any issue now. There's no he say, she say, nobody involved in our relationship. No drama, nothing like that. The girls are perfectly fine now. You know, nothing's going on. Everything's safe compared to the last time, you know. Yeah,
right. So you agree now that the getting involved or bringing in the other female at that point was somewhat of a mistake.
Well, I would not say bringing in another. It is just that the fact you have to be careful who the individual they are. Like, because you know, not everybody's the same. So remember the relationship, like I explained at the beginning. You're looking for chemistry.
Right.
You know, it's not just getting a girlfriend and put her in a house and believe that. No, you're looking for chemistry because it's not about just sex. It's about building and having a set goal, you know, together because we are in this for a while now and we have never been in any difficulties ever since this third person came in, and she came with a lot of things that was never amongst us. You understand? So it caused a chaos, like I explained before. It caused drama, and it still ended up leading to us. That still ended up leading to us being into this kind of turmoil we just passed in. You know, because it's like that's just the thing. You know, you invite the wrong person to your home, and then they go out there, they break up in a relationship, and that's the thing you guys out there have to take note of. When you see you living, when you move out in a relationship, you're going out there and you know have to say all kind of stuff about your relationship, invite all kind of people. That's nothing to do with nobody. You know what I'm saying to you?
Right, but you brought in a child. There was a child involved, right?
Yes.
What's the relationship now with the child?
Well,
you and the child.
Ever since, well, it was clear to everyone at the time when she was here. Everybody knew that's my daughter. I should take care of her every single day of my life. And ever since that problem occurred between us and she left, I've never seen that child up to a day like today again. I've never once got a chance to see her again. Never once. You know, I took care of her for almost a year. You know, I was the first to keep her in my arms. I did everything that a man would not do a normal average man would not do. I did everything that I, and yet still at the end of the day, I was pointed as the bad guy, you know.
Yeah.
So
Oh. So since after that whole, well, as you call it, like the well, a fiasco of what happened, what transpired after,
I've
I know
never seen.
she went out on other platforms, and there was a lot of
Yes,
controversy back and forth what you did
back and
to
forth.
her.
Yes,
You
yes.
never got a chance to see the child. What about her?
I've
Did she?
never.
Did you? Are you guys keeping in touch? Is she trying
I've
to?
never seen. I've never seen her. I've never spoken to her. I've never seen the child. None of the above. Never seen her up to now. I've never I never decided to communicate because after all what she did and stuff like that, you know, I'll not be the one to because I realized her tongue and what you know. So I just let her be because I'm content. I have my two wives. My women I've always had there with me. So sometimes in life, you know, that's just how it is.
Right. So how the other two women? How are they? How are they missing a third wheel? Are they looking for a third wheel, a third woman to come
No,
in? Or
actually, we have ever since this woman left. Like I said, it has even make us built us stronger with each other. You know, because it was a lesson for us to learn, and then we realize how important we actually are to one another. You understand me? Because the bond we had before, it took that moment to act first to realize that real bond we had. You know, so it is not like I would not say it was a mistake because I keep telling people I don't make mistakes in life. Every time something happens, it is for a reason. So I believe this was just a lesson for me to be for me to learn another step of life to understand individuals. Do you understand me? To cooperate with individuals and stuff. And it was just a whole mess, you know. So I don't say I regret it, but the chemistry was not there. It was well off. It was not there at all. And again, she came in for a kid, you know. We allowed her the kid. We embraced the kid, and as you could see, ever since she went on her way, she never once felt to herself that maybe, you know, probably those people are missing that kid, or maybe they may just pass it. Never once. So that just shows a lot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So you would you say that it made your relationship
Yeah,
stronger?
stronger. Yes, it actually made us much stronger. We actually are more into each other. More, we spend more time because I don't know, like they have a saying, you never miss the water until the well runs dry. And
Mm-hmm.
it is the moment that she was around us all the time. We were actually missing something. We never realized what we were missing. We were missing our own chemistry. It
Right.
took that chaos to go down for us to realize that we were actually missing our own chemistry because it was just off. And we tried to tolerate it as good as we will, you know, we tried to tolerate it and without anybody getting involved. And she was the first to let the whole world, you know, in on our business and let the whole world get to know what was going on in our domain. So it had put me to a point where I had no other choice but to defend our name and try to prove our innocence and prove what was going on. You know?
Well, you know, you are so when I was spoken about the relationship. You're always on social media. You're always
Yeah,
talking about it. I see there a lot of people come at you because it's either they're not acceptive of your relationship or their
yeah, yeah.
relationship style or whatever the case is. So people come at you. Do you think that being so public on social media open you up and open up the relationship for criticism, which could probably later on lead to problems?
I will not say that because you see things it makes us learn. Kind of builds you. You have to learn because a lot of things happen in the dark life of relationships out there. A lot of people don't have their relationship on social media at all, and then yet still they cannot cope. Period. Not for 2 days, for 3 days, every 2 days in a row, and then their life is not on social media at all. And our life
Mhm.
is on social media every single day in our life. And we don't have any problems amongst ourselves apart from people being jealous of our life. You see what I'm saying to you? Nothing
Mhm.
that I've ever transpired on social media never made any difference to us. It never changed the price of coffee. You get what I'm
Mhm.
saying to you? It is always people out there that have their problem. We don't have a problem with what if it was affecting us, would have get off social media. You know what I'm saying to you? So it has never brought us to a point where social media caused chaos amongst ourselves. It has never brought that. You
Mhm.
understand me? It has never reached to that level. Neither to our families, or my spouse's family, because we be on our social media right front, and both my mothers-in-law always on our stream. They're always there. They'll comment. We'll big them up and stuff like that. So they are totally understanding about what's going on. People are jealous of our life. It's clear to see people are actually jealous of our
What are
life.
they jealous about? What are people jealous about?
Number one, as I always say, women are another woman's worst enemy. Now to look at and to watch. If you notice, I have two wives, okay, and they
Right.
have been living together for 4 years and some more, and they are yet to ever get themselves into any problem, chaos, or anything like that. Ever bash each other, ever fight with each other, and they are understanding each other so much. Also, to get two women to be so public with their relationship, and so much people have so much to say, and yet still those women have yet never once got vulnerable to come on a platform and answer or entertain any negativity. They keep going and going and going. And you understand me? People have been saying things for years now, and those women have not once ever come on a platform and said anything or answer anybody in a comment. Nothing like that. And they're always presently they're on social media watching what's going on. You
Are
understand
you
me?
blocking them? Are you blocking them from speaking out or speaking their own mind? Do you have that?
No, at all.
Are they free? Like if they want to come out and speak, are they free to come out and just
But
talk?
actually, they actually both my wives have a monetized page. Okay,
Right.
they both own a monetized page where they do whatever they feel to do as they please. You understand what I'm saying to you? And they're always occupied with work. My wives and them, you understand, it's a different vibe with them. They're always occupied doing something. And if you realize social media, what it has to offer, you understand me? The comments and stuff. So they're not too much impressed with what's going on. Most of the times they so get occupied with like Luan. She's always doing tattoos. She has tattoos at night, day. She's always up to something. Luan and Leanne, when she come from work, either she's doing exercise or she has a little garden or she's reading or she's doing some sort of, you understand what I'm saying to you? So I don't control them, neither tell them where to go, what to wear, who to talk to. Friends, I don't have that's not in my domain. They do exactly as they please. You understand what I'm saying to you? So it is nothing like that.
Guys, we're chatting here with Natuki, and we're primarily we're speaking on the update to what recently transpired. And I know some of you in the chat, you guys want to talk about the recent development. We're going to get to that. I know some of you guys have so much questions, and you say I should get some questions from you guys. Don't worry, we're going to get to all of that. We're going to get everybody input on it. We're taking it slow. We have a little bit of time. All right. So take it slow, guys. The phone line is going to be open up shortly, and you guys are going to get your opportunity to call in as well. Somebody said, just posted something, and they said, why would anyone be jealous of your relationship or any kind of polygamous relationship? What is there to be jealous about?
Okay, I could answer that for the person, you know. Like I always say to everybody out there, it is better someone hates you than they are being jealous of you. Okay?
Right.
And it's clear out there is jealousy. People get jealous of you for any sort of reasons. You see what I'm saying to you? When somebody hates you, they would never follow you. That's what I'm telling you. But you get people who don't like you. They cannot stand you. But they would make it their duty to always be present wherever you are just to give their negative output. Now, what does that tell you? But if you don't, because just like me, there are people, if I don't agree with their stream or whatever, I stay away from it. If I don't like your page, I don't like your content, I completely stay away from it. That has nothing to do with me, what you're doing right along. Right. But it is a next level of shit for me to not like you, hate what you're doing, don't like your lifestyle, but every time that bell rings, that you are present to give your negative remark. So what should I class you as? Okay, if it is not jealousy, so what would it? Example, you are aware that I'm going to be on ride along tonight. You do not like him. You don't like that man. You have the worst to say about him. But you would make it your business on your duty to sit down there for when ride along come on to see that man there, just to give whatever negative output that you can give. You see what I'm saying to you? So that's what I'm saying to you. It is obvious that I'm living a life with two women, that they have guys out there who sit down there. We need to wake up and smell of coffee. This happens every day. People sit down there and just watch you just so, and then that's crazy. And that's what I get, you know. I have more people that are jealous of my lifestyle than people that don't like me. because I have a few people who hate me, a few,
Right.
but you get a lot that there's no matter what time of the day my bell ring. Imagine some of those people are even top followers. They don't like me, but they have a top follower, top band, a badge, and I'm
Right.
like, how comes? How comes? That world
Right.
is crazy, yo.
Right.
So just get what, eh?
Go ahead.
Just
Go
guess
ahead.
what, eh? The last one,
Mhm.
eh? Imagine there's this gay man. I'm always preaching about gay. I don't like gay, whatever it is, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sounding predominant that I do not like this man.
Right.
But how comes by my name I have a top fan badge?
Right. Well, you know, people
That's just
follow.
crazy.
I understand what you're saying, and I get that a lot. People follow your content, and you ask yourself sometimes, well, if you're following my content, I mean, you obviously like my content,
Exactly.
right? Yeah. But some people
Exactly.
also would say, in the case of the third, your females, they they would say that the reason why, what's the one that left? What's her name again?
Lindsay.
Lindsay. Okay, Lindsay. Sorry. Yeah, Lindsay left because she know what he was up to, and she wasn't putting up with the BS.
Okay, so let me correct you there.
Yeah.
I gave a stream recently about that, and that is a total lie. Okay, and then if so be the case, I can, because I have a group or WhatsApp group chat. I was only, like I said, I'm a man with a heart, and
Right.
whatever transpired within our relationship, the time that woman left us, she went. We decided to conceal a whole information just because of this woman's future. And I'll
Right.
tell you the blunt truth about it is this woman never left the relationship. That woman never stayed there and left the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And that is what I've been proving that to people in my WhatsApp community, because I've been posting and showing them the evidence, showing them, because we kept that. That was not ever for, we didn't want the world to know our business or what we was going through in the house with her. But she made a mistake going out there and try to get a friend, use that fame she got from us and try to turn it around. This woman never left this relationship. She was asked to leave. That's what happened. And she was asked to leave many times. Okay, you understand what I'm saying to you? And there's proof and fact of that. Anybody wants to challenge me, I can prove that in a hard copy. She understand me from since when my other spouse was in Martinique. She woman was messaging her, making her know that before she come down, she wants her to go. Okay, because the other stuff she was doing around us, we wasn't feeling comfortable with her. You understand me? She was doing stuff that we didn't want her to discuss. That was not a public business. But she put us in a situation where we were left with no choice but to show individuals out there, hey, look at this. Okay, I will show you all. This is what this woman did. That's what she did. And houses individually ask her, they need her to leave. They asked her that many times to leave, until one day the argument got heated up. It led to a scuffle, and in the morning another row started, and then she ran out. That's why she marked with police, because it would have led to a fight. You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
So she left the house. She ran out the morning with just the child and something in her hand. She didn't take nothing because she ran out. Because as soon as my wives wake up the morning, because the night they thought she left. Okay, the night before everything happened, they thought she left, and I allowed her to sleep on the chair. I allowed her to sleep on the couch. So we went to bed, and in the morning, when both of my spouses wake up and they realized she was still in the house, they started to mumble, they started to argue again. The row started, and then she take her stuff and she take her the bubble and she gone for police, because the girl said her to leave before they would have. That girl is doing a lot of hideous stuff that if I have to go down to the nitty gritty of it, it is so sick. I'm telling you that much, it is sick what that woman would have been doing. And I have proof that we were not the victims of her nonsense. The previous ex went through worse, where I have voice notes right along. I have voice notes where you see, if you go on my YouTube, I have the video on my YouTube. You could go there and listen to my YouTube. You'll hear her ex-boyfriend sending voice notes to me since before she make the baby, warning me that this woman will set me up. She will tear us apart. Okay, I have messages from her own family member was warning me, but I never decided to take on that. I gave her a chance. I didn't want her to study nobody. But when this woman when the problem started with all of us, I went back to my little phone now and going back through all my messages, go back to our ex thing and go back to listen to the voice notes, and then I play the voice notes on my stream for everybody. So you know, this woman is doing some crazy stuff. So we allowed her to make people believe she left because we didn't want her to answer any questions. We didn't want her to put out that girl dirty laundry out there. But she never left. She was asked to leave weeks upon weeks to go because the only thing that was saving this woman was the child. The only thing that had that girl there at the last moment, it is the child that was saving her because we was feeling sorry for her. There was a time when they asked her to go a late night, and it's because of the child I asked, we couldn't let her go. You understand me? It was a real heated up argument where she and Leanne ended up in a big problem, okay? And they asked her to go the night. She made many calls, many attempts, she couldn't get nobody, whatever, but I did, I'm a man, I called out the scene because she was doing stuff, hacking our systems, doing a lot of stuff, taking the girls, a lot of stuff. The girl was not stable in no job, making us get a bad name. She was doing a lot, and she did that routine thing to her ex, and even her. So I had that. This is stuff that I ended up opening a WhatsApp community for all my fans to come in, and I used to show them. I used to post all the conversations to show them where my wife's actually just communicating and make her know, listen, you have a problem. Many times that girl we had to send her to go to psychiatrist and make her go and try and to go and speak to her because that girl was crazy. That was crazy. I'm telling you that much. Just crazy.
Guys, we're chatting here again with.
She never left. She never left.
Okay, we're chatting here live with Anthony, guys. The phone number, if you guys want to call in, the phone number is on the screen, 718-701-5720. A lot to be said. We're also going to speak about, I want to kind of save this one a bit because I find it very interesting. Most of you guys commented on it as well. The last post that we made in relations to what was posted on the police website in regards to the search warrant that was issued on his property. We're going to get to that in a short. But before we do that, let's take a quick commercial break, guys. We'll be right back. You're watching Right Along Live. Don't move.
Now this will be the only event moving in Brooklyn on Saturday, September 24th. Get ready for Kings of Kings 2. Kings of Kings 2. Vinci meets Green. Going down inside 178 Newport Street, Brooklyn, New York. This will be one wicked fest featuring live from St. Vincent. Magical. The Road Match King. Kemi and Malo, and representing Green, Dash, Was Waves, Lunis Park and Electrify, Mr. Legs, Inspector, Push, Quickie and more. Some of Brooklyn's top DJs are coming to shell the place. Hosted by Big Pumps HD and it's the official Miami Carnival Send-Off. Get your $40 tickets now on eventbrite.com, www.kingsofkings2.eventbrite.com or contact 646-363-1020, 347-651-3745. Going down inside 178 Newport Street, Brooklyn, New York. Doors open 9 p.m. Showtime midnight. Saturday, September 24th. Kings of Kings 2.
Jesus Christ, mother walk. Look at people behavior.
Are back. We'll go straight to the phone lines right now. Hello, caller, you live? Right along.
Hello.
Yeah, hi, caller, you live. Where are you calling us from? Okay, caller hung up. All right, guys. So, Natuki, breaking news. I want you to explain this one here for me. Hold on. Let's go to the phone line and then we take the breaking news. Guys, if you're calling right now, we call 718-701-5720. That's 718-701-5720. You're live. Caller, you're live. Where are you calling us from? Hello? 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 All right, caller, you snooze, you lose.
Hello.
Yeah, hi, caller, you there?
I'm calling from St. Lucia.
Okay, go right ahead, St. Lucia. Go ahead.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, hi.
Hello, you hear me?
Yes, hi. Are you hearing me? Listen to me on the phone line. Turn your background down.
And two people there.
Caller, turn your background all the way down and listen to me on the phone line. Let's have a phone conversation. You hearing me? All right, caller, hang up. All right, guys, when you're calling in, right? Let me tell you guys, when you're calling in, turn your background down. Don't listen to me on the television. Don't listen to me on your computer. Listen to me on the phone line. Let's have a phone conversation, right? That's how we'll communicate. Otherwise, there is a delay. You won't hear me properly, all right? So just have a phone conversation with me. Answer, listen, talk to me on the phone lines and just mute your background song, all right? That's how you will be able to communicate with me, all right? So again, guys, the number 718-701-5720, 718-701-5720. All right, breaking news on when it was last week, we posted this on Monday, the 12th of September 2022, a joint operation led by the Criminal Investigation Department of the Castries, with the assistance from the support from the Central Police Station, General Deputy and Special Service Unit, the SSU, was conducted at the Pearl Gap Castries. During the conduct of this operation, the officer proceeded to the resident of Natuki, Anthony, where the warrant of search, had a warrant to search for firearm and ammunition. Electronics was executed. It was executed. The search results recovered a list of things, and those are some of the things that was found in the search warrant. Let me go through the list really quickly, and it's sort of comical, but we go through it anyway. Here, what some of the things that was recovered. They had 2 crystal ball, Oyoja board. What is that? A Holy Bible Heritage Edition, Wisconsin Bible, Angel Witch Book, and a Book of Shadows. Anthony, you were arrested recently, right? And those are some of the items. What was the initial reason why a search warrant was issued on your property in the first place?
Well, as you could see clearly, and I had the social media drama where it led into, like I said to you, people who you invite to your domain, they see your business and stuff like that, and then I don't know. So I noticed a post on social media with some fake profiles, targeting my name, and then it led to, I guess, the police officers getting some information from 2 individuals, telling the police officers some sort of shit. I don't know. So the officers came at my home with some warrant. Well, they didn't come at my home, badging at my home. They met me in town. I was buying a Chinese plate of food for my wife at the time, and 2 of them, they met me in town and they told me they wanted to see me. So I went with them, and then they brought me to the headquarters, and after a while, then they went to my home for a whole bunch of them, so they came to search up my home for guns and stuff like that. But they didn't get anything like that at my home. They get no guns, they get nothing like that. They took my phone, my personal phone, my phone I'm using for my business. I have my drone I have been using for my work, for my content sometimes. I have my drone for a while. I always have my drone. They took it they say they want to search it. I know they want to search my drone for. And then he went into my room and then he got some of my stuff he saw there and kind of piqued his interest when he saw them, So everybody else was not really interested in that, but just one particular officer, he was so programmed that my books looked like it's some sort of evil or whatever. He could claim whatever he see, something. So they decided to take my books, my garments, and all kind of stuff like that. I had some 1-2 garments there with some symbols on them and all kind of stuff. He took everything and then went down with it, and here they go on the media with me again,
But what was the books? What was the books? Because they said some witchcraft books.
Well, those books are very much, I could say it's how I could say it, it's books that it was passed from one generation to another. It's not books that you would find on a bookshelf or on the internet. You will not get this, and you will not get those kind of books to be purchased anywhere. So it's the reason for the thing marking a heritage edition on it, because it is a book more likely you would inherit it from one to another.
Right.
So I had my books there. It was in my domain. They had no evidence of me doing any evil or sort. You understand what I'm saying to you? Like I explained to the officers, as you could see the books, when you look at the books, you could see they're looking like that is there from since time of either Caribs and Arawaks. You could watch at the structure of the books and the making of the books. You could see that it's not books you could see every single day of your life. So I don't see. And then there are so many people who get themselves involved in all kind of stuff in the island and everywhere. You know why I'm being targeted for stuff like that. You know.
Stick a pin right there. We'll come back to that. That the caller just hung up. Someone that was on hold for a very long time. So you said the books are just books that you acquire. Are you into, or were you ever into this art of what do you say, witchcraft, or ever?
Well, the name is saying about witchcraft and stuff. I don't know. I wouldn't say I don't know nothing about that. I don't practice witchcraft. I don't know. It doesn't mean because I have in my possession such information or
Right.
whatever it is that means I have to be classed as that. But I have never seen myself doing any evil or using those information to do any evil or have done any harm to anyone or something to you. So.
All right, stick up in there, Anthony. Let's jump to the phone lines. Caller live, where you calling us from? Hello? Hello? All right, guys. Guys, if you call in, let me say it again. If you call in, please, I beg, all right? Turn your background down and listen to me on the phone lines. All right, turn your background music or whatever down and listen to me on the phone lines. Let's try this again. Caller live, where you calling us from? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hi, are you hearing me? Hello? All right. Let me make sure it's not on my end, guys. Let me make sure it's not on my end.
No.
To accept the call, press 1. For more options, press star.
Caller live, are you hearing me? Let me make sure it's not on my end. Hello? Let me make sure it's not on my end. Hello? All right. I don't know if it's on my end, guys. I doubt it's on my end. I'm hearing them fine. All right, caller, are you hearing me?
Hello?
Hello, are you hearing me? Are you hearing me? Check.
What kind of thing is that?
Hello? All right, I don't know why they're not hearing me. Everything is going through fine. All right, guys, let's try this again, guys. 718-701-5720. If you're calling, this one person keep calling over and over. I don't know if it's a problem on their end or if it's a problem on my end. We're going to try this one last time. Let's try this with a different person. Caller live, where are you calling us from? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello, are you hearing me?
Hello?
Hi, are you hearing me? Okay, it's probably on my end. It's probably on my end. Let me try it a different way, guys. I apologize if it's on my end. Let me try
caller. To accept the call, press 1. For more.
All right, let's take it this way. Caller live, are you hearing me? Hello?
Bonjour.
Yeah, hi.
Bonjour.
Yeah, hi. How are you?
When you buy pour dire ici, right?
Sorry? I don't speak Creole. I'm sorry. Let's try this again. Caller live. Hello.
Yeah, Junior, good night.
Hey, good night. How you doing, sir?
I'm from Grenada.
Grenada, go right ahead.
Yeah, them people just not turning the background down.
Okay, hold on. Stay on the line. Stay on the line. Tell me if you hear me now. Hold on. Stay on the line. Tell me if you hear me now. Are you hearing me now?
I hear you.
Are you hearing me now?
I hear you loud and clear.
All right, good. So that was not on my end. All right, caller, go right ahead. Caller, you still hearing me? Hello? All right, guys. Stand by. Yeah, caller, go right ahead. Go ahead.
No, I just saying that they're not turning the background down.
Right, that could possibly be.
Get with you, know?
Yeah, that could possibly be the problem.
So you know the problem.
All right, cool, no problem. Thanks again.
All right.
Yeah, okay, cool. All right, so let's come back here, guys. We're going to try to attempt to fix the phone line so you guys could call in. Tony, tell us about the experience now. So you were taken into custody. What happened after?
Yeah, well, ever since they found my books and my garments and my stuff, everybody was just like on the next, the next chapter with me, because I know y'all have a warrant to come and search for firearms and stuff at my home. That's what y'all say, so I allowed y'all to do that. But now I'm seeing that the search was completely not about that. It's about I'm finding some books and stuff, crystal balls and all kind of stuff, and then labeling me as some evil, and I just don't get it. My life is always on social media. I'm an open book. People always see where I go. I always with my women. I don't lie with fellas. I'm always with my women, and I just realized, I've just been targeted. I've been targeted because it's clearly I'm being charged for a book. One of the Bibles I have there is the same Bible that the priest himself has in his hand. He has one, so why am I the only person being targeted for the stuff like that? There's a lot of people who possess stuff like this, and it's clear everybody knows that, So I don't see what is the big deal about my books, and with also my phone. They still presently have my phone. Want to go in for my phone? They say they want to search my phone. I can't get my phone up to now. I just don't get what's going on. I don't get what's going on. It's crazy, So I've been charged for just having in my possession some prohibited items, which is part of some occult, they say. And I just don't understand.
So what was the official charge?
My official charge, that's why I say I've been charged for the possession, having in my possession prohibited books and items. That's what I charge for. I didn't charge for nothing else. Huh?
Prohibited books, you said? Can I crack up here? Prohibited what?
Yeah, yes. Prohibited items, the books, the items I'm relating to the occult, they said. That's all I've been charged for. Eh?
Oh, I didn't know those items are prohibited. But anyway, let's go to the phone line.
That's what I'm saying.
You got a call line. Caller, you live. Where are you calling us from? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, hi. Go ahead, caller. Go right ahead.
I just want to say that to you, blind.
Okay. Go ahead, caller. You got to say more than that now.
Exactly.
Yeah, can you let me? Because why were you crying on a voice note? You just missed
Did you saw that with your two eyes?
Yeah, hold on. She won't be able to hear because the phone line going to the system is not working. So caller, go ahead. Just say what you have to say, and then he'll respond after.
I honestly think that's right.
Okay, all right.
Because why would you be crying?
Yeah. Okay, caller. All right. So there was a voice note that was also syndicated out there, with you in prison. You arrested as you was locked up, yes. And you were. I mean, you was crying and you were saying about the setup and the IP address and stuff like that. What was that about?
No, I was crying about. There was a voice note in particular where I cried and I said I just miss my wives. That was the part where they heard I'm crying in the cell, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello.
So.
Go ahead, Natuki.
So the question is she said I'm lying because I was lying. I was crying in the cell.
Uh-huh.
I'm lost to she trying and relate those two things to me, of me lying and me crying. Because if I'm crying for my women, if I'm crying and saying that I miss my women, I don't see nothing wrong with that, my girl. It's not my fault you have a man out there to cry for you. So if I'm in a place where I'm missing my women, okay, I have a good heart. I have love in my heart. I'm only going to cry, as you realize, for them. I am never going to cry for me being incarcerated. I'm never going to, because I'm being incarcerated. I'm used to that, okay? I've went through Venezuela. I've been through the worst treatment I can find. But it's not my fault that you don't have a man out there to cry for you, my girl. I was crying for my women, and I'm proud for that. If you could listen to the voice note, and listen to me. If you all realize I'm very smart, why would I choose to go in a group chat where I am aware that people always circulate things there, Tell me, I was there before they arrested me. It was clear that in our group chat, people are always sending messages out. Now, if you was smart, you realize I open my group chat. I don't have my Facebook like that. Everything that I have to say, you know what I do? I put it into the group chat because I know that's what you will do. Take it and you'll send out there. Now, you know what happened after that? I realized people would say that Natuki never thing on Facebook. It is your shared it on Facebook, not him. You know what I'm saying to you? Now, trust me, I'm a chess player. If I did not want, or if it was something that I would have been ashamed of or hide, I would not go in a group chat and send a voice note out there for you all. You'll have to think way beyond the stuff I just do. As you're excited to see, okay, the books they got in my possession. You understand what I'm saying to you? Knowledge is power. So you come in on the stream and say he's lying about what is he lying about? That's what you need to say. Not he's lying because he was crying. Okay, yes, I was crying for my women because I miss them. Anytime I'm not around them, I'm going to cry. The moment I spend a minute around my women, if I travel, as you could see, my wife, she was going matinic. I cried. On the airport, I was live stream crying because my wife going to matinic. So if you don't expect me to be incarcerated, I'm in love, my girl. You understand I'm telling you? I'm in love. I'm in deep love. So the moment, any second away from those two women, my boy, I will not be ashamed. I could come on live and cry and tell my girls I love them and miss them. You see, so what that have to do with me? Lying.
Right. Let's try back the phone lines again. Caller, are you hearing me? Caller, are you hearing me?
Hello? Sorry, I just saying what I have to say.
Okay, go ahead.
Next thing too, when you was in the prison, why were you saying the police are telling you Mazonak wasn't Africa?
Hello? All right. The call dropped there. All right. I think I'm not okay. I think you broke the internet, and you broke the phone lines too. And all the phone lines are tied up right now, completely tied up. One after the other. All right, caller, are you hearing me? Hello?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Right. So my first question is, so when Natuki brought his relationship to the public, right? I saw it as a relationship of interest. Now, I'm sure I'm not the only one who believe it was all chemistry. So I want to know why Natuki made us feel like it was all chemistry when he said that all his girls' names start with L, which is not true. You understand? Because as far as I know, Luan's first name is Amber, so why he made us feel that?
Okay.
Why he made us feel that girls' names are Leanne, Luan, and Lindsay, which is not true. So I need an answer to that.
Okay.
Let me answer that there.
Yeah, she could hear you.
Okay, my girl.
I can hear you.
Okay, you know, sometimes before you come up with those little kind of questions, you need to think. Luan, so are you saying to me that this Luan name is not Luan? That's what you're saying to me?
I am not saying that. You made the public feel that all your girls' names start.
How did I go? Okay, so can you explain to me how did I make the public?
Hold on. Let him ask the question and then you.
Exactly.
Let him respond.
Okay, go ahead.
You need to be more specific. How did Natuki Anthony? Because let me talk, and then I go to make you talk. I'm asking your question and I'm going to answer you at the same time. How did I Natuki Anthony?
Caller, let him speak and then you just let him speak. Stand by. Yeah, go ahead.
How do Natuki Anthony, in what way have you ever seen me come to try to convince the public that this is their names? Whereas when we came up on social media, okay, this is actually their names. This Leanne, that's her name. Luan, that's her middle name, but she decided to use it for social media. So you will tell the girl of her choice what name. She has two names. Amber Luan Altendor, that's her name. So if she decided to use Luan as a name, what does that have to do with you? The same way Leanne that's Leanne's first name. Lindsay, that's her name. Her name is Gemma Lindsay Gastor. She decided for social media she used Lindsay. Just because you understand what I'm saying to you. But in what part do Natuki come and tell you or trick you that's not their name or whatever? So you're like crazy or what? That's all of their names. Lindsay Gaston. That's her name.
Exactly where I'm coming from.
Okay, so explain to me now. Okay, explain to me now where I try and trick you.
Caller, go ahead now. Go ahead now.
You did common entrance.
No, you explain. Don't talk about no smart. Explain yourself too.
Natuki, you cannot outsmart me, all right? You don't have the brain to have the witchcraft book.
But you just make yourself look like a big fool on social media because you can't explain yourself.
Okay, caller. Thanks. Thank you.
You just make yourself like a big fool on social media because you cannot explain yourself. I can explain myself though. Deck.
Yeah. So the phone lines are working again, guys. 718-701-5723. If you're calling in and you have a question, ask your question, and let him respond, because back and forth between nobody learning anything, nobody's hearing anything. So it makes no sense. All right, let's take this next call.
Goodbye.
All right, let's take this next call.
Hello.
Right here.
Junior George.
All right.
You have a caller.
Yeah. Okay, I got a caller. Lord of mercy. The lines are absolutely crazy, by the way. All right, let's try this one. Caller, you live? Hello? 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 All right. Natuki, that is why your calls when you come on the program. That's how it is,
You have a caller. To accept the call.
Caller, you live? Where are you calling us from? Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
I'm calling from St. Lucia.
Yeah, okay.
Hi.
St. Lucia, go right ahead.
So I don't have a question for Natuki. I'm just going to generally say, with all those books Natuki has, Natuki, you're not fooling nobody. I'm too old of a cat to be fucked by a kitten. Let me tell you, these girls you have in the house, whatever you did to put them together, you need to let them go, Natuki. If you're an honest man, don't come and say, oh, I wasn't reading them books or nothing. It's so easy to tie a woman, Natuki. If you're fooling the world, fool the world, but you ain't go fool me. You're not fooling me, Natuki. Those women, let the women go. Trust me, I'm too old of a cat to be fucked by a kitten. Let these women go. Let them go back to their mother. Dumbass.
All right, let him respond.
I can respond now?
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead.
She's too old of a cat to be fucked by a kitten, and she want me to. I have them in any. Where she see that? So because that woman is lonely at her home, she has no man to love her like how I love my women. She wants the girls to be lonely like her too. My lady, that don't ever happen, my girl. My lady, you need to mind your business. And some things just are better left unsaid, my lady. But later on my stream, I will come and answer some of you all, because I find you're really watching to people be, My lady, just so you didn't say that. Anyway, that's enough for her.
All right. We got another caller line. Caller, you live? Hello?
Hi, good night.
Yeah, go right ahead, caller.
Hi, good night. I have a question, right? The artifacts, he says that Natuki is saying that was taken from his house by the police. He's saying that those things will not be found in any store. That's not true. So let me ask, I'm asking a question. You said that the Heritage Bible, it's a Bible that the priests have. Which priest? And that's one question. And you say it was passed on from generation to generation, from one to the next. How? So can you give them the name of the author of the books? Because and you might say that you don't have to do it, but you put your life out there to the public, and you owe the public a response. If it's draining you, I'm sorry about that, but you owe the public a response. The Wicca book, the Book of Shadows, all those books can be purchased online. You just said that they cannot be purchased online. They've been passed on from one to the next. That is a lie. That is a lie. They're right there. If you want the links to them, I could send the links. They're right there. They can be obtainable from anyone who has access to the internet and access to a debit card or a credit card. And so explain how you have a Wicca Bible, the Wicca book. That is practiced by the Wiccan religion. That's the religion of the craft. Satanists, Luciferians, all of those people, they use that book. Aristocraphly, and those people, they use that book is part of their clan. So you cannot stay and think you could fool the public. So I want to ask you, when you say those books were passed on from one generation to the next, can you be more explicit? Can you give more of a description about that? And the authors of those books, and can you please tell us how you got the two crystal balls?
Yeah.
How did you get the crystal balls, and what do you use those things for? Thank you.
All right, caller. We'll just wait for the response. All right, go ahead, Natuki.
So it's clearly that I've been charged innocently if there are stuff selling everywhere and I have them. So she's making it more obvious and clear to the world for me that if those items are so easy for her to get it herself, and you have all that information, you know so much, my lady, then thank you for making the world realize that Natuki just got himself charged for books that everybody can just go and buy. You see what I'm saying to you? It's just clearly. And the next thing you said, I want to answer you. Well, why you don't go behind the priest and ask him them questions? Why is behind me you come in? Why you don't go behind the priest and ask the priest about his book and stuff and tell you the offer and tell you this and tell you this and tell you that? Like I said to you all, and my lady, when I come on a stream platform to speak, I am not speaking here to seek to be understood. So if you do not understand me, that's your bumbleclad business. I'm not asking you to understand nothing I'm saying. I'm here to speak, so I'm speaking. Right along gave me in speaking, so I'm speaking. If you do not understand nothing I say, that's your damn business because you was not paying attention. That's what.
Right. Okay. I think the caller has left. All right, guys. So listen. So Natuki, what is the next step in this particular case? You're charged for this.
Yeah.
I know you out on bail. What's next?
Well, I'm to go to court. Like I said, like I explained to everyone, and I said even to the officers, as he could see, I told him to open it so he could see for himself. He'll see the names, he'll see for himself. He refused to open them. He don't want to go in it. He doesn't want to touch it. He would see for himself that what I'm saying, it is evident at the back. You see the names. You understand me? He will see the names and where it come from. And you could see that is not something that is previously purchased.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? There's no evidence because I have a charge. There's no evidence of me for customs or anything like that. So they charge me for that kind of stuff. So if this woman, like I said, if she's so right, and I'm giving her that thanks for that comment, I am not supposed to be charged for stuff like that if it is so easy for everybody to have those stuff in their possession. You know what I'm saying to you? And then I find even if my life is on social media, you should allow me to tell you or show you what so you want to you don't since my life is on social media, you don't want to know what color boxers I'm wearing. You should ask that. You're not asking that too because my life is on social media. So you should ask me, Natuki, what color boxers are you wearing? Natuki, what's this and that? You don't ask them questions. You want to ask things that doesn't concern you. Go ahead. You like to do that. Just like the police officer. He come at my home and he want to push himself into some things that does not concern him. Just like some of you all want to push yourself deep into things that not concerning you all. Go right ahead. So I'm saying to you, I have never used any items to any evil or sort. Okay, I have my two spouses from ever since I explained to everybody, ever since I'm Venezuela. They are there with me. They are witness to everything that is do. I doesn't hide anything from them. Okay, my stuff so much so right along. Let me tell you how them solutions so hypocrite. You know we are a tattoo shop, right?
Yeah.
And we had a lot of people coming into our tattoo shop. You know, right along when you come to the tattoo shop, the first items you'd see in the shop was I had that there for showcase you. That was in my shop, and I've always been in my shop, just there by itself as a showcase. See, people would have come there and ask questions.
But did you know that was illegal to possess that book?
Was that? Well, I never until now. I'm getting to know it to possess those books is illegal. That's what I'm saying to you. I never knew because I used to be on my stream and they have videos on my platform. You will see I take in the board and I'm showing it to everybody and I'm educating them about it. I've been speaking about it. I've showed it many times. I showed it in the Bible. I took it once. I showed it to them, and I explained to them that I got it from my generation. So if I say I get it from my generation, Just like some of those individuals, you invite them to your home, you want to vent to them, you come in and tell them your little problem, but they're not waiting for you to explain your problem to them, or they want to ask you all kind of questions you're not even comfortable to tell them yet. They want to ask you about your boyfriend balls. They want to ask you all kind of nonsense. The person is venting, allow them to vent. But they have someone that make it inquisitive to know. Just as the officers came at my home to search. The officers came for guns, but there was one who he was very inquisitive. You understand me? Still yet there were other officers telling him and guiding him to leave those books alone. This is to know he wants, because I said, okay, go ahead. I asked him, well, open them, read them. He doesn't want to, so it's up to him. People, just as Jesus Christ got crucified, people get confused so quick and easily by every little thing they see. A lot of those symbols you see on those books, you see them on every ambulance and every you see those things everywhere, a lot of people go and get themselves into all kind of stuff. I never get myself into those kind of things. I never use any stuff on my wives or make them do anything inhumane. I'm none of the such. I'm telling you, if I put those items and I decide to educate myself with them, I decide to they gave Pandora a box a long time ago story. They gave Pandora a box tool and tell her don't open it. She was inquisitive, she opened it. So my father died. I have those items there. So you're telling me, as human beings, we don't have that thing called inquisitiveness? So if I'm strong enough and I was able to understand the context in it, just because I'm able to understand the context in it, or just because I'm studying it or I'm reading it, does that make me evil? My actions, I've never done any actions. People come on your platform, example, my platform, every day they don't like me, they come to bash me with all words. I want more evil. I come in every day to portray love and show you all how I'm doing it with two women. I'm coming and preach a lot of stuff. But y'all would call me evil and people coming out there. Does that make you all good?
Right.
Does that make you all good?
No.
Now, you see the thing about me?
Mm-hmm.
The problem with me, I don't have to hide about nothing. You see it? Unlike those other people out there, they like to hide and then how to lie. And I don't have that problem. I don't have that problem. I don't have that lying problem. I don't have that hiding problem with my relationship. So, as I said, and look, now my life is more, everybody knows, so it's more of an open book. So everybody knows everything's about me. That's what I'm saying to you. And it's just because it's me, it's going to be a big deal because it's always about me.
Let's say no press is bad press. Let's jump back to the phone line. We got this last caller. We take two more calls and we're going to wrap it up, guys. Caller on the live. Go right ahead. Where are you calling us from?
Hi, I'm calling from Sanusha.
All right, go ahead, Sanusha. Sanusha,
okay.
Turn up tonight.
He did, I want to hear what he used the crystal balls for. Somebody just asked a while ago, and he went around the question, and he said to ask the priest, but we're asking him because he said his life is an open book, but clearly that part has been left out. What does he use the Ouija board for? He said he showcases it, he educates people. So can you just calm down, take the time and educate me, because I don't know. I don't watch your show. I know that generates income for you. So I don't watch your show. So can you educate me on your Ouija board and your crystal balls, what you use them for, and of course the Wicca book and the Book of Shadows. Yeah, I'm gonna stay on the line if you don't mind. I'm just gonna allow you to answer.
All right, Melody. I respect your. Okay. To be honest with you, in a nutshell, when I discovered those items and I discovered those books and stuff, like I said to you, it took me a while to pick my interest because when you look at them, they look attractive. They look very, eye-catching. So, I started to educate myself with them. And to be honest with you, like I'll read in a nutshell, you have to have a very broad mind. You have to have a very broad set of mind. You have to have a strong mind to decipher the context that is being said to you, because it is very, very strong and very. So it's like if the eyes will not be able to see what the mind is not yet prepared to comprehend. You know, in a nutshell, something like that. Some of those things, some of those stuff, guys, are used, are classing those as one sector as evil. Everything in the life in this world is balanced by two, good and bad.
Right.
Both people read the Bible day and night, and then some read black where the others read white. You understand something to you? The Bible can be used as both good and evil. People go to church to do both good and evil. So anything that one possesses can be used for both good and evil. It could be any book, any stuff that you possess. There's nothing which is solely evil. You all class those books as evil because that's what they want you all to believe. They don't want you all to go through those books and read the context in it to realize the truth about a lot of stuff that has not been told to you all. That's just clearly the case. When you get an open eye and when you realize what's going on with all around you, evil will only reside in your heart. So if I'm an evil person and then those information is in your hands, it automatically it is those stuff you will start to project because that's all you have in your heart. You know what I'm saying to you? But it is just barely information that you have to just it's just information, it's just knowledge. You just have to be strong in your mind, and it the crystal ball, like she claimed, said is just like something like are you meditating? When people try meditation and try to get themselves to a higher level in the mind, you know, we have what you call the senses. We have 5 senses. You know, we could see, we could taste, so most of those practices and stuff, information allows you to just enhance yourself into being better at yourself or getting to the totality of yourself, understanding the connections that are in your brains, because they have more connections in your brains than there are stars in the sky. You see what I'm saying to you? And barely the case, we all human beings, most of us barely using 10% of our brain capacity. We barely use that. The other 90% is locked, we never use that. Okay? So and then society just entrapped our mind by teaching us a little bunch of nonsense and allow us to be fooled and a lot of stuff. Okay? So if I decided to go through those information and started to enlighten myself, and just through knowledge, I've never practiced evil. I've never shouted any evil stuff. I've never indulged myself in any evil stuff. You see what I'm saying to you? I've never. Yes, the information in it can be dangerous to the wrong hands if it falls into the wrong hands. You see what I'm saying to you? Reason for it is very sacred. It can be very, very detrimental if it is in the wrong hands. Which reason for it is very, very few people who get those kind of things to be in the hands of the hands. You understand what I'm saying to you? So it is not something that I went and looked for to say. People will say, "Oh, I go and look for that," and I had a mindset for that. No, it was something that was just born on me. It was not something that I had a dream about. No, because it is never something I was interested in. It was nothing that I go look for. It looked for me. It found its way to me. So it's there. I had it there. So now and then, I educate myself and see certain stuff that is within the context of that. You know, why should I be classed as evil? You know, it is just very information that it is hard to obtain from everyday market. As I'm saying to you, they have a lot of counterfeits out there. They have a lot of people. That's why I'm saying to this woman, she knew nothing by saying about, oh, you could just go on the internet and you all know nothing. You all know nothing in this world. Okay? You all know nothing. You're less based on talking and using your mouth. You'll better use your mind better. Because everything is a yap yap. Yes, it is.
You know what I'm learning now, because although we're from the Caribbean region, I think our lifestyle are very different. I have never heard. I'm from Grenada. I live most of my life in the U.S., but I've never heard in Grenada, right? Probably there is, but I've never heard in Grenada that there are literatures and books that are actually illegal to possess. I could be wrong, but I had no knowledge of that. That was even a thing, that you can't possess a certain book, otherwise you could get locked up for it. I really didn't know that. I don't know if there is such a thing. Let's come back to the phone line really quickly. We got another call line I've been holding for a while. Caller live, where are you calling us from?
Calling from St. Lucia, but I live in the UK. That's okay. You should know my voice by now.
Okay. Go ahead, caller. Go ahead, UK. St. Lucia, UK.
Natsuki, I swear to God, he's the number one bullshit guy. Natsuki is so many questions he asks. And Natsuki, you're running all around the questions, except for you to answer the questions. Natsuki, why are you doing that? Natsuki, answer me. Why are you doing that?
Yeah, because sometimes I'm just being careful. Sometimes maybe you have to ask yourself. I'm just being careful. That's all. I'm just a person to be careful. You have to be careful in this world. The tongue is mightier than the sword. The tongue is mightier than the sword. You don't expect me. I mean, we're not talking about baking bread here. We're not speaking about I'm making icicles. We're not talking about okay, I'm making a tattoo machine and then I'm not telling you how to make a tattoo machine. We're speaking about extraterrestrial shit, innit? So you expect. You understand what I'm saying to you? If it's about baking bread, I could say, okay, flour, yeast, water, whatever, and then okay, put it in the oven. But you expect to
Okay, so with what you just said, basically you're answering the question, saying that with the things that you have dealt with, you cannot give us straight answers to it because it is not something that you can per se talk about.
Maybe on my stream I could be able to give certain experiences, but there's just certain things that it is not something that it is not something that you could come on and just you're not talking about baking bread. You understand me? But there's experiences that I've
Natsuki, don't run no bush with me. We are not no cat and mouse. Don't run no bush with me.
So there are more. There are more things. Hold on. So there are more things to it, Natsuki, that you cannot speak about right now. That's what you're saying.
They're asking questions. There are some questions they're asking me. Maybe I have no knowledge of it. I just have knowledge of it. I can't answer them. I can't answer questions I don't know about because if you're asking me
1.4K views. 1.4K views.
But I tell you, there are some things it's just okay. Some things are better left unsaid sometimes. You know what I'm saying to you? Like I said earlier on, the eyes can only see what the mind is prepared to comprehend. So if certain things your mind is not prepared to comprehend, why would you want to see it? Or the same if your mind is not prepared, why would you want to hear it? That's what I'm saying to you.
Okay, now let me ask you another question, right?
Yeah.
It's a yes or no question. So for the 1.4K views, you say that everything the police took from your house, it is mainly just for your own education, just to broaden your mind about those things, right?
Well, yeah, basically, yeah, it's not something that, like I said, I never went and purchased or anything like that. I've had it in possession for a while now, and I've never used it to do. It was just there, it was just there like my little ornament and stuff. It was just like some ornament and stuff. Every now and then, if push come to shove, I'm someone I always read. I like to read. I like to study. I broaden my mind. So
if push comes to shove, no. You're not going to just go past what you just said. Like you didn't say. What if push comes to shove? What's going to happen, Atsuki?
No, I'm saying if there are times I'm bored of stuff, I'm not saying I'm not educate myself. There are times I would educate myself. I would, because it has. It's like they give Pandora box and they tell it to open it. So I'm not saying that I never saw what's inside of it. I'm not going to tell you because I'm going to lie. I'm not going to say I never saw what's inside of it. I'm not saying I never opened to see what's inside of it. Yes, I've done it. I've opened to see what's inside of it already. Yes, I've browsed my eyes for certain little things, but I'm saying I've never used those stuff to do anybody harm. I've never practiced any one of those stuff. As I'm saying to you, it is just basically stuff that I know.
Never used it to better yourself.
Exactly, just certain little stuff I realize that is very rather interesting. That you
could the contents of this book be used to better or to get people closer to you or to bring people into your realm? Because a lot of people seem to believe that the use of this content in these books is probably why the females are stuck to you and they just can't get out of the relationship.
Nah, that's books. That has nothing to do with that. People like to judge from the outside looking in. That have nothing to do with, because it's the same thing. Is I understand people are confused because they don't know. You know what I'm saying? Just like when you see, I'm looking at a diver and I'm always amazed at a man diving because I see that's crazy, and I don't know it's easy for him. So people, the first sort of energy people get in their mind about those stuff is, why that? That's crazy. What could I possibly do to those women to have them come to me or stay there? Why would I go and open a book and it's directly into them sector I would go to? Why that? I don't get it. Why people's mind is so directed to this? The women have the free will. I am not projecting evil. I have never, I doesn't beat my women. I doesn't knock them. How comes I'm evil? But y'all men beating y'all every day on the road every day. But y'all man not evil. Huh? I don't beat my women. I don't shout behind them. I don't do anything. But y'all saying the man I'm evil. I do what? I don't get it. So in a Bible, you all saying in a Bible only the only thing that is in a Bible is how to bring women. That's what you're saying. That's what you're saying. Eh? The only thing that know how the Bible knows how to do is bring women. The Bible only possesses more books than the average Bible that you all have in your hand. It just only has the entire stuff that was there from way back when that was ripped off. That's all. So people would notice and then make it their wicked business to know. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like it was just attacked with the Christianity. I was attacked by the Christians. That was attacked by the Christians.
All right, let's check this last final call, guys. This is the final call. Then we're gonna wrap it up. Caller live, you are final caller.
Okay, so I just want to say to Natuki, you need to quit beating around the bush and admit that you used the stuff and you messed up and you're trying to cover up all your tracks and make it look like you're innocent. You used the damn thing. Stop saying there are things that we won't understand. You used it. Don't come on the show and bullshit nobody. That's crap. You need to take a rest and take a break. Okay? And that's what I have to say. I don't have to ask him any questions because he does not answer. He beats around the bush. You need to quit, stop, and you use the freaking stuff. Okay? Thank you very much. Bye.
All right. Let's wrap up with calls. Last call. That was the final caller on the live. Natuki, what next for you in terms of relationship, in terms of life? I know that
well, life is getting better, as you could see. That's what's going on with me.
Yeah.
All what's going on there, like this woman just said there, do you see what I'm confused about the part she's saying I fucked up? I don't know why I fucked up. My lady.
Sorry, we try not to curse
the program. I don't know. I'm not mad at her. Every bad thing that ever happened to me, it was a chance for me to rise, you know. When Luan got herself stuck in Venezuela, I lost everything. People, the whole world was the same way, talking the most shitty. I came back leading the whole pack, you know. Every time something go wrong, I got arrested, people was rejoicing. When I reached in the prison, the whole prison was just about me. Because they needed me to go and get rid of all snakes. They needed that same man. That same man they was going to point a finger and say he's evil. That same man, they would say everything about him, but they needed that same man to get rid of all the snakes. They would use him. And I have never used those stuff on any human being or none of my females. That's crazy. Okay, my wives are there presently listening to this and actually laughing at the nonsense that's going on there. You understand what I'm saying to you? My life is getting better. You see what happened there? It is just a new door opening for me. I know myself. I know what I'm telling you that much. I am that candle in that wind that those people will never out. And you see, just like all the others, remember, if you go back to my streams, I always say, guys, it will always be about Natuki. Y'all will say it is only because y'all don't have a choice. That's what make me who I am and have been making me who I am today. Y'all rubbish. Them people gibberish that is making, if you notice, it is only bringing him more light. You need the darkness, you know, in order for the light to shine, you know. I don't think you're aware of that. In order for any light, that's why all of y'all out there are so dull. Because y'all don't understand. In order for any light to shine out there, it needs to embrace the dark. You see what I'm saying to you? So without darkness, there's no light. You understand what I'm saying to you? Now you see, just like you see me there, that's that light you will see along and crumble your names on every single day and every platform. It is just that. I told you that about 2 years ago. I'm just getting warmed up. You would see this man. You see the internet? Guys, and I'm telling you that just watch what's going on there. I'm taking over what's going on there. It is my turn now. That's my turn. And it's just a fuck. Okay, what those police officers did to me, and you could ask them. I went to my day yesterday and day before yesterday. I was in the office there with them for about an hour, and I thanked all of them. I told them all of them that, and I said to them, I'm going to pick them up and thanks for everything that happened, because it is only making me watch out. I reach on yours. I reach here. I reach in here. I reach, and I'm just reaching gonna go places. I'm just start. You see what I'm saying to you? Every time something goes wrong for me, it's always a chance to do better. And this is all what I've been asking for from day one. I pray every day. And this is what I've been praying for. You see what I'm saying to you? So I ain't fucked up. It's just a game of chess, my lady.
Where's that beep button? Where's that beep sensor button, boy? I had to and close. I had to keep it close when you're on. I have to remember that. I'm so sorry, get slow on the
yes.
Slow on the draw.
So you will mumble, they could talk all the rubbish they want, they could say what they want. That ain't gonna break us, that ain't gonna stop me. I'm just actually getting warmed up. Honestly, I'm just getting warmed up. You all have to see Natuki, that name have to. You all think it's Jay-Z and Rihanna name alone have to call, man. My name have to be calling too, yo. You all think it's just so?
So it's an opportunity. You use all of this negativity as an opportunity
to rise. I'm learning. That's what you see. Knowledge is power. And that's what I'm saying to the whole world. Y'all have been fooled. That's why y'all are just being there like slaves every day. You wake up and have the same routine cycle on your own. You're not looking to educate yourself and get wiser and get out of that trap you're in. You see the negativity? I love all of you all. Keep it coming. I'm going to be live later on, guys. So keep it coming. Y'all will be there. I'm going to unblock everybody so you could come and check me out and come on.
All right. Dr. P, listen, it's always good to get clarification. As we say here and right along, everyone have a story to tell. Everyone have a story to tell. And we invite people to come in and share their story. And no matter what the situation is. So it's always good to get clarification. And there's always contradiction sometimes when anyone come and share their story or say what's on their mind or what's going on in their life. So Natuki, we'll keep in touch, my brother. Stay out of trouble, please.
My last word to the whole world and to you right along, and for those who just have let me tell you, those who are just assuming. One last word I have to say to you all guys, and just take my word for it. Listen to this word, okay? I never lost anything. Trust me in that. It's just a game of chess.
Okay. All right. Natuki's playing chess. Thanks again, once again, my brother. To the folks in St. Lucia, guys, I'll blow up the phone line today. I ain't gonna lie. St. Lucia, I'd have freed all you next time. I'd get about 5 lines next time for St. Lucia, boys. St. Lucia, well, you're on fleek. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of our program today, guys. We have a commercial break and we'll come back with some closing words. So we'll be right back to move.
Grenadian products are now only a mouse click away at GrenadaMarket.com. Nutmeg and guava jams, jellies and the syrups, world famous nutmeg pain relief spray, black sage, soursop, lemongrass, and bois bande bar. Ordering is simple and friendly. All major credit cards accepted. Safe, secure shopping guaranteed. GrenadaMarket.com ships your product anywhere in the world. So when you can't go to the island, the products off the island can be sent to you. Just log on to www.grenadamarket.com and experience our quick delivery and homely service.
Williams Funeral Service serve you with dignity and compassion as you mourn. Every day, we embark on the journey of life, and one day, the journey will end. It's on that day that you can entrust the celebration of life of your loved ones to David Williams Funeral Service. Call 718-291-3823.
Now this will be the only event moving in Brooklyn on Saturday, September 24th. Get ready for Kings of Kings 2. Kings of Kings 2. Vinci meets Greens. Going down inside 178 Newport Street, Brooklyn, New York. This will be one wicked fest featuring live from St. Vincent. Magical. Magical. The Road Match King. Kemi and Malo, and representing Greens, Dash, Was Waves, Lunis Park and Electrify. Mr. Legs, Inspector, Kush, Quickie, and more. Some of Brooklyn's top DJs are coming to shell the place. Hosted by Big Pumps HD, and it's the official Miami Carnival send-off. Get your $40 tickets now on eventbrite.com, www.kingsofkings2.eventbrite.com, or contact 646-363-1020, 347-651-3745. Going down inside 178 Newport Street, Brooklyn, New York. Doors open 9 p.m. Showtime midnight. Saturday, September 24th. Kings of Kings 2.
Jesus Christ, mother walk. Look at people behavior.
Hi guys, again, thank you for watching. I just want to have one quick thing to say, and that's for everyone, right? If ever and whenever you, whether you're a public figure, social media activist, whatever, you put your life on social media, we all have to expect criticism, right? You have to expect people will come, people would say things that might be completely false. But once you put yourself out there, now for a lot of people who share their relationship and share their life, I mean, it's for everyone, you know, everyone do as they feel in that sense. But if you put your relationship out there, expect the criticism, and you have to take it. You put it out there, so expect people to have something to say, whether it might be criticism or whether it very few times. So a lot of relationships, and what I've seen in the past, a lot of relationships who establish themselves outside in the virtual world, sometimes they crumble have a very short life. Right, so just be careful, guys. Just be careful. A word to the wise. I tend to kind of believe that you kind of have to have two kind of life. You have to have a personal life, and then social media. But not all the things that happen in your personal life actually is what people actually see and know on social media. So just be careful. Word to the wise. All right. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of our program today, guys. We appreciate you. Don't forget, Ride Along Live is where everyone have a story to tell. If you have a story to tell, inbox us, contact us. We love to hear from you. Join us again tomorrow. But before you leave, guys, please like the page, follow the page, because we're here Monday to Friday, right here on Ride Along Live. Follow the page for notification whenever next week go live on this platform. Peace out. See you tomorrow, guys. Bye-bye.
Chicks Export Limited, Toronto, Canada. Shipping barrels and other cargo to Grenada in 3 weeks, including custom clearing and home delivery to anywhere in Grenada. They source, purchase, and ship new and used anything. Call or WhatsApp Eric, aka Greens, on 416-569-9755. That's 416-569-9755. Check us out on Facebook at Green Chicks Export or email us at greenchicksexport@gmail.com.